Hello, I'm Paul here. Today I'm going to be talking about a strategy that I've been talking about the last couple videos. This is basically three powerful indicators, and when all three of these indicators kind of line up, you can actually find some pretty good signals. I've covered it with crypto and with stocks. Today we're going to be looking at the US30. Um, and yeah, US30, maybe we'll look at some Forex pairs as well. But to do the strategy, basically, if you can understand the direction with US30 and you're able to find all those good moments, you could actually end up making a lot. And there's two ways to do this. You can do this on a Forex account. You can do it with a US based account, USD based account, or you can do it with a Satoshi based account. I do it with both. So that way you have two sources of income. So you can trade the US30 and you can make more Satoshi. You could use the US30 and you can make more USD. So I do it for both. And I do this strategy that I'm going to teach in this video, which is very powerful. I keep my eye on the 6 hour here, and I kind of get a good idea what the direction is. And once I find out what the direction is, I'll apply these indicators and these steps to find my next move. Now I'll either do a scalp on a 1 minute, or I'll see where it is on a longer time frame. But the US30 is one of those because it is kind of it moves very fast. So you have to be very quick in figuring out what the direction is. So whether that's through scalping on the 1 minute, or you might find your luck on like the hour. But I'm gonna plug this formula in, and we'll see what kind of results we can get by just plugging in these three powerful indicators. Okay, so real quickly, like the last couple of my videos, to set the strategy up, you need three indicators. You're going to need the 90-95. Now, you can do that with either getting Ghost Market Pro. Ghost Market Pro is a paid indicator. What I do is I get the Ghost Market Pro swing, and I just check off 90-95. If you don't want that, then you can go to CME trend bars. You click that twice, and you put 90-95 there. The next step is you want to set up your linear line. So you'll go to your indicators, you go to linear regression by this one, and you want to make sure your plot line is visible. And once you have your linear regression candles here, you hide your regular candles. The next one here you're going to need is the regularized moving average. So you just go to regularized moving average. You click that one. You don't make any changes. And the next one, we're going to be doing a difference of two moving averages, and you're going to have that set at 13 and 48, which is one of the most popular moving average strategies. Once you have that set up, you're ready to go for this formula. Now, one thing I do is first you got to identify the direction. So what I do is I go to the 6 hour, and unless you find this, you know, on the 6 hour chart, that basically you want to look at your last three candles and see what your overall direction is doing. And right here, what we see is bullish, bullish, bullish. So it's potentially right now the US30 is bullish, but it looks like it might be going the other direction because you can kind of see these wicks here. But overall, it's been bullish for the last 18 hours or so. So once we know that, we can go down to a smaller time frame. Pick whatever time frame you want. I'll choose the hour here just for time, but you can also scalp this on the 1 minute. But I'll show you just how to do this on the hour. So since we know the overall direction is up, what we want to look for is we want to look for the regularized moving average to be crossing with the EMA difference, which is the 1348. And we want to make sure that it is also, the candles are also going through at the same time, or pretty close to it. So right here, you can basically draw a line, and you can see that everything is checking off with the 90.95, the regularized moving average, and the 30.48, they're all lining up. So once you see that they're lined up, you could come in at that moment. Now, if you're doing this on the hour, you want to make sure you're coming right here. Now, if you miss this, since we know the overall direction is up, what you want to focus on is when the candles are going above the linear line. So if you miss this point right here, which this would have been a good moment to get in. If you saw it right here, you could have rode this entire thing out and basically turned 0.01 and made $419 in 14 hours. But if you miss that one, you could get in. The next moment to get in is when you see the candle pushing through the linear line, which you have right here. You get in right here and you exit here. This is $85. So the direction is still bullish. So if you miss that, the next one we get in would be right here, and you basically get in until it touches the linear line. You can get in right here. This is $327 off of a 0.01, and then you would get in another. There's another moment right here where it passes through, and you would get in right here, and this is $146 with a 0.01. Now, what I do is, since I know the direction, what I try to do is I try to be as precise as possible, and I might end up scalping it. And scalping it's exactly the same way. It's exactly the same way as the other ways, but you have to be a lot faster with this one. We know the overall direction is up, but you can get in these moments. You need to make sure that everything's checking off. If you want to do this on the 1 minute here, you have to do the same exact thing. You're basically get in and out a lot faster. So you'll be in your trade just for a couple minutes, a couple seconds here, not long at all. So right here, you see the same thing. You see it crossing up on the regularized moving average. You see it with the signal, and you see it right here. This would be profit right here. This only took 8 minutes, and you made about $73. So the US30 here is like the only asset that I would trade on the minute to get the best results. I mean, you can do longer time frames, but what you want to look at for here is you want to look at your 6 hour here, and you want to see what direction, like the last couple ones have been going. See, up, up, up. So the direction of the US30 right now is up, and you can see that it's above the 90.95, and the overall trend is up. So up is the direction that you would be focusing on the US30 for the minute. If you want to scalp this on the minute, you basically have to look for the same thing. You have to look for all those moments where it's going up. So you just focus on when everything is matching with the regularized moving average and the 1348. So basically, if you come in here, so you see it happen right here, but this is very brief. This is a couple minutes. You came in right here, here to here, and this is $22 in 6 minutes. And then you see it happen again right here. It's crossing through the zero line. It's crossing with the EMA difference. So you come in right about here. This is another short scalp. This is 5 minutes and $24. And, you know, this to me looks like a lot of sideways. So let's just go back and look. If there's any, this is just up and down, really. And you can catch these moments, but you got to be careful because they don't last long. See, it crosses the zero line. It's crossing the 1348. You come in here to here. 5 minutes, you made $39. And right here, I would not be even focused on uptrend because it's below the 90.95 at that point. You want to do it when it's above it because that's kind of going against the trend. But moments like this, you see the linear line, it's above the 90.95, so this is a good trade. So if you came in right here for a quick scalp, it's not crossing on the regularized moving average, but you see it above the linear line. So this is $14 and 13 minutes. And let's find one where it's crossing. So right here you see it crossing. If you came in here, here to here, you would have made, yeah, that's just $9 right there. But you get the general idea. You get the idea of the overall trend, what the overall trend is doing, and then you go to the 1 minute and you focus on that. So in this case, since the overall trend is going up, we would have to wait for it to, we have to wait for the signal for it to cross the zero line on the up, and for the EMA difference to cross the zero line as well. So anyway, the US30 is the only asset to where I'll scalp it on the 1 minute because it moves so fast. It's the only one that I think you get better results by doing it on the 1 minute compared to everything else. You can focus on longer time frames, but you can end up, if you don't have enough in your balance, you might end up losing it all because of the ups and downs that the US30 does. But you can do this on the long time frame if you find it on the longer time frame. But what I do is you go to the 6 hour, you find the last couple of candles, and you see what direction it's been going, and then you focus on that direction with the 1 minute, and you wait for it to cross on the regularized moving average, the 90, 95, and the 1348. So doing it this way kind of helps the results, and it helps make better trades with the US30, the Dow. But anyway, guys, like this strategy, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in future videos.